Hi, this is Scott from Specter Gear, and today we're going to be talking about our TCS Convertible 1 to 2 point sling. This particular sling is one of several 1 to 2 point sling designs that we currently offer in the catalog. This sling itself is a product improved version of our SCS sling, which was the first one that we brought out. The story on this is that the Tulare County Sheriff's Department SWAT team came to us with a few ideas. They had been using an SCS sling up to that point. They wanted a couple of different features, and the end result is this sling, which we're very, very happy with the way it turned out. Now, as mentioned earlier, it's a convertible 1 to 2 point sling. The idea here is that operationally this is used primarily in the 1 point or body loop mode. And as I've discussed in earlier videos, the 1 point sling is very, very good for dynamic entry type work. Anything involving a lot of corner work, cross shoulder transitions, etc., a 1 point sling is great for that. However, when you get into other areas such as prisoner control, going over obstacles, perimeter work, etc., the 1 point sling does have a big deficiency in that there's no muzzle control. This sling is an answer to that particular problem. Should you get into a mode where you need more muzzle control and you want to use more of a conventional 2 point sling, all you need to do is just simply disconnect from the D-ring at the rear, come up to the front, whether you have a side-mounted loop, a side-mounted ring, or even a bottom-mounted sling swivel. It's as simple as just snapping into that, and now you're into the 2 point mode. From there you can deploy the adjustment handle, and should you need to create some slack, simply run it back, and when you need to shut it down or eliminate the slack, run it forward again. The handle is captured under this elastic keeper so that when you're running in the 1 point mode, this isn't flopping around on you. If time permits, you simply run that back under there. Lock it down. When you get ready to switch back to 1 point mode, just unhook at the front, bring it back to the rear, snap it in, and you are good to go. A little easier done on the body than upside down across from a table, but that's that. Now, as far as other features on the sling, this sling, as with all of our other 1 point sling designs, features this connector assembly. The idea being the connector assembly stays on the gun, the sling stays on your body. This is a really cool feature, whether it's operational or whether it's training. There's a lot of times you need to actually set your gun down or rack your gun up when you're going to briefing or whatever. You can break away from, you can get the gun off of your body and still keep the sling on. You don't have to move any equipment around. When you get ready to go again, just snap in and you're good to go. Now, as far as connection points, we have 3 different versions that we sell, and also the connectors themselves are available for sale separately on our site. The first would be this ring assembly. If you have a ring mounted at the rear, and you are going to have some kind of rear receiver mounted connection point for this sling. One is not provided. If you have a ring type mount, we suggest the steel spring hook assembly. If you have a conventional loop or webbing attachment version, is good for that. And if you have a QD socket at the rear, we have a QD swivel version. And again, each connectors can be purchased separately. You can buy one sling, and you can actually connect up to as many guns as you want with the one sling by buying separate connectors for each gun. Also, if you get the sling hung up, or for whatever reason you need to get out of the sling completely and get out in a hurry, emergency release buckle is standard. You hit that and you're completely free of the sling. Now, the materials used in the construction of this sling, the portion that goes over your shoulder is 1.5 inches wide, tubular webbing. It's soft yet very, very durable. The front adjuster is made from the same material that's used in modular applications. It's very lightweight but very, very durable. Within the tubular webbing, we have shock cord. Now, what we have done here is by far our most popular 1 point sling design is our Viper sling. Everybody loves the bungee aspect of that. What we've incorporated here is within the sleeve there are 3 1/4 inch sections of bungee cord, 3/4 inches total. This gives you lot of flex, a lot of spring. So when you're running this in the 1-point mode, and generally when you are running a sling in the 1-point mode, you want the sling fairly tight to your body. This allows you a bit more expansion should you get into a weird shooting position, or for whatever reason you need a little extra push on the sling. The sling is going to work with you rather than against you. Also, when you drop the gun and let it hang when you're doing a transition to sidearm, this takes a little bit of the shock out when the sling comes to a stop. Now, that's about it for this. This sling, as well as any of our other products or accessories, can be purchased at www.spectergear.com. Thank you for your attention, and stay safe.